The 15th branch was Srimad Pandita, who was a constant servitor of Rajendra Mahaprabhu. He used to carry a torch while the Lord danced. Srimad Pandita was among the companions of Rajendra Mahaprabhu. When the Lord performed Sankirtan, when Lord Chaitanya dressed himself in the form of a the goddess Lakshmi and danced in the streets of Navadvip, Srimad Pandita carried a torch to light the way. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dressed himself in the form of goddess Lakshmi and danced in the streets of Navadvip. We are reading this today. It happened to be Lakshmi is again a very special festival. Srirangam put the mood of Lakshmi in danced. The Darshan of Arati, Ammamandapam. Translation.
பதினான்காவது கிளையான நாராயண பண்டித ஒரு சிறந்த தாராளமான கொண்டப்பட்ட ஆவார். அவர் ஸ்ரீ சைத்தன்யரின் தாமரைக்குள் வைக்கப்பட்ட புதுமிடம் உள்ளவர். ஒருவரை நாராயண பண்டிதர் ஸ்ரீவாசகாவின் சகாக்கள் ஒருவர். அவர் ஸ்ரீ சைத்தன்ய மகாபுருடைய ஜெகநாதபுரியை சார்ந்ததற்காக ஆகூரின் சகோதரான ஸ்ரீராம பண்டிதருடன் சென்றார் என்று சைத்தன்ய பாகவத்தின் இந்திய காண்டத்தில் 8வது அத்தியாயத்தில் 15வது கிளை ஸ்ரீ சைத்தன்ய மகாபுரு நிரந்தர சேவரான ஸ்ரீமான் பண்டிதர் மகாபிரபு நடனமாளிகையில் அவர் கீர்த்தனம் பண்ணியிருந்தது. ஸ்ரீ சைத்தன்ய மகாபுருவின் சங்கீர்த்தனம் நிறுத்திய போது அவரும் இருந்தவர்களில் ஸ்ரீமான் பண்டிதர் இருந்தார். ஸ்ரீ சைத்தன்யர் தம்மை லட்சுமி தேவியின் வடிவில் உதவியுறுத்தி நவதீபத்தை குறித்து நடமாடிய போது ஸ்ரீமான் பண்டிதர் வழிகாட்டுவதற்காக தம்மை விரும்பியிருந்தார். இதெல்லாம் ஃபார்ம் லக்ஷ்மி ஃபார்ம் மூடு.
Because today is Lakshmi's appearance day.
மூடு லக்ஷ்மி
Sari எல்லாம் போடவே. Last time we are hearing first time. Yeah? So, That slogan came. Abhi. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nishtaki. She'll read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 27, text number 5. Ata eva sanaistittam prasaktam asatam pati bhakti yogena tivrena viraktya cha nayet vasham. Ata eva sanaistittam prasaktam asatam pati bhakti yogena tivrena viraktya cha nayet vasham. Ata eva sanaistittam prasaktam asatam pati bhakti yogena tivrena viraktya cha nayet vasham. படிக்கிறீங்களா? இல்லை, ஸ்லோகா. அத ஏவ சனைஸ்தித்தம் பிரசக்தம் அசதாம் பதி பக்தி யோகேன தீவ்ரேண விரக்தியா ச நயேத் வசம். வசம். अत एव therefore shanaihi gradually chittam mind consciousness prasaktam attached asatam of material enjoyments pati on the path bhakti yogena by devotional service tivrena very serious viraktya without attachment cha and nayet he must bring vasham under control. Translation by Sri Prabhupada ki. It is the duty of every conditioned soul to engage his polluted consciousness which is now attached to material enjoyment in very serious devotional service with detachment. Thus his mind and consciousness will be under control. Translation. Purport by Sri Prabhupada ki. The process of liberation is very nicely explained in this verse. The cause of one's becoming conditioned by material nature is his thinking himself the enjoyer, the proprietor or the friend of all living entities. This false thinking is a result of contemplation on sense enjoyment. When one thinks that he is the best friend to his countrymen, to society or to humanity,
and he engages in various nationalistic, philanthropic, and altruistic activities. All that is just so much concentration on sense gratification. All that is just so much concentration on sense gratification. The so called national leader or humanist does not serve everyone, he serves his senses only. That is a fact. But the conditioned soul cannot understand this because he is bewildered by the spell of material nature. It is therefore recommended in this verse that one engage very seriously in the devotional service of the Lord. This means that one should not think that he is a proprietor, benefactor, friend, or enjoyer. He should always be cognizant that the real enjoyer is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the basic principle of Bhakti Yoga. One must be firmly convinced of these three principles. One should always think that Krishna is the proprietor, Krishna is the enjoyer, and Krishna is the friend. Not only should he understand these principles himself, but he should try to convince others and propagate Krishna consciousness. As soon as one engages in such serious devotional service of the Lord, naturally the propensity to falsely claim lordship over material nature disappears. That detachment is called vairagya. Instead of being absorbed in so-called material lordship, one engages in Krishna consciousness. That is control of consciousness. The yoga process necessitates controlling the senses. The yoga indriya samyamaha. Since the senses are always active, their activities should be engaged in devotional service. One cannot stop their activities. If one wants to artificially stop the activities of the senses, his attempt will be a failure. Even great yogi Vishwamitra, who was trying to control his senses by the yoga process, fell victim to the beauty of Menaka. There are many such instances. Unless one's mind and consciousness are fully engaged in devotional service, there is always the opportunity for the mind to become occupied with desires for sense gratification. One particular point mentioned in this verse is very significant. It is said here, Prasaktam Asatam Pati. The mind is always attracted by asat, the temporary material existence. Because we have been associated with material nature since time immemorial, we have become accustomed to our attachment to this temporary material nature. The mind has to be fixed at the eternal lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Savai Mana Krishna Padaravindayoho. One has to fix the mind in the lotus feet of Krishna. Then everything will be very nice. Thus, the seriousness of Bhakti Yoga is stressed in this verse. Om Tat Sat Om Ajnanamirandasya Janardana Salakaya Chakshuranminitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukhan Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lankaya Degirim Yat Kripat Maham Vande Shri Guru Dinatayanam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Vishwaram Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Vidinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Yota Pravishya Mamavajimava Prasuptam Sanjeevedi Akhila Shaktidhara Sudhamnam Anyam Sahasjana Shravanatrugari Pranandamo Bhagavate Purushaya Takyam Atayeva Shane Chittam Prasaktam Masatam Pati Bhakti Yogena Tivrena Viraktya Chanayet Vasham. Very nice verse explaining how the mind is addicted to material enjoyment and how we should nayed vasham, we should control it and bring it to our control. Viraktyacha nayed vasham. Prabhupada is mentioning the process of liberation is nicely mentioned here. Liberation means getting liberated from something. Liberation from bad habits, liberation from enemy, liberation from many things. All uncomfortable. When we get out of something uncomfortable, it's called liberation. The material world itself is very uncomfortable for living in it. In that uncomfortable situation, living in it get attached to temporary things. Prasaktam asatam pati. Prasakta means very apt, very adept, very, very much interested. Prasaktam. Asatam pati. Asatam pati means the lord of all temporary things. That's the mind. Sadampati is Krishna, the lord of all eternal living entities. That is Krishna. The lord of Asatampati is mind, our mind. We are adept, we are so much interested, we are naturally interested in getting attached to mind, attached to material things. That's the nature of the mind. Ata eva shanaischittam. This mind has to be gradually controlled. That's what Prabhupada is mentioning. Bhagavad class. So how to control this mind? This has been the problem of all great sages and all living entities since time immemorial. How to control the mind? And the moment we try to control the mind controls us. We cannot control the mind. So, because mind is naturally interested in material things, so it is very difficult to control. Material things are all around us. We are inside the material world. The mind is also attached to material things. And the living entity is trapped because of the mind. That's why Krishna is giving so much importance for controlling the mind. So Prabhupada is also mentioning here that bhakti yogena tivrena viraktya cha nayet vasham. We have to control the mind by virakti. Virakti means detachment. And that detachment is possible only by tivrena bhakti yogena. Tivra, very, serious practice of devotional service. Tivra means uncompromisingly we should engage in devotional service to Krishna. So this means a lot. This means when we are performing devotional service, we are leaving the mind free. Generally, we are hoping that by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, by performing devotional service, the mind will be under control. But that is not happening many times. Why? Because while performing these activities, we are leaving the mind free. We are not mindful in chanting. We are not mindful in devotional service. We are not mindful in avoiding offenses. We are not mindful in any devotional activities. Therefore, mind is caught free. One side, we are performing devotional service. On the other side, mind is going on its own. Mind gets bored. If somebody is not interested in the subject, what happens? If somebody is coming and giving a big lecture on something, co-protection, or big lecture on how to control how to uh, get rid of the climatic conditions, and all those items which we are not thinking about in our life, we are not interested also. And when somebody gives a lecture on that, then what happens? Normally, we sleep off or we don't give attention to it. So we don't hear anything, and we don't, uh, you know, get affected by that lecture. We are totally cut free because mind goes somewhere. We have not heard anything. When somebody was sitting like this, with open eyes, Guru Maharaj once asked him, his name is Ayyappan. That boy was sitting like this in front of Guru Maharaj. So he understood this fellow is sleeping, opened the eyes. So he asked a question. Then, what is his name? Ayyappan. Ayyappan. God. What did I say just now? I forgot. You tell me. Ayyappan said, I did not hear. Sorry, Guru Maharaj, I did not hear. Then I said, but you are here. So that happens. When we are not interested in some subject, we will not hear only. I have seen when people come and ask advice. But when we express what is asked, our opinion, he is thinking, looking like this. Means he is thinking of something else. He is not listening to what we are saying. So that is why Krishna Bhagavatam is using, Kapila Dev is using the word here, Tivrena Bhakti Yoga. Simply Bhakti Yoga may not help because we normally leave our mind cut free. Tivrena Bhakti Yoga means involving the mind, thinking about it, understanding the meaning. Like when we have a sloka is having 3 different existence. Sloka is there. If you read the sloka, that is there, but we have not understood anything. So for understanding, there is a meaning. So when you understand the meaning, you have understood the subtle aspect of the sloka. Sloka is gross, but then the meaning of it is subtle aspect. And the purport by Srila Prabhupada is the mood in which the sloka has to be understood. It's called bhava. So we also have 3 different existences. When you read the Bhagavatam, when you sloka, you are reading Bhagavatam. When you read the translation, you are reading it. And when you are understanding the mood of it, it's called purport. What is more important? Somebody will keep reading. I read every day Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, 2nd chapter. Read the slokas alone. That means you are associated with the gross body of the Bhagavad Gita. You may not know the meaning. When you know the meaning and read, that means you are associated with that person. Bhagavad Gita, that sloka is known to you. But then you don't know the mood of that sloka. And that you will know only by the explanation of the Acharya. Similarly, when we are doing devotional service, it is a body of bhakti. We are performing Abhishek, we are performing Kirtan, we are doing Arati, we are taking prasadam, we are offering prasadam. We are having the gross body of Bhakti Yoga with us. But then, when we know why we are doing this, why Arkyam, Bhadyam, Majamanam, why this, why Arati like this, why? When you know that, that means you know what you are doing. So you get more associated, closely associated with Bhakti. You will not forget. Generally, we don't forget to brush teeth. You get up in the morning, brush teeth, then go clean yourself, then take bath. So that is there. So generally we don't forget. Okay, so we know Oh, forgot to offer Shankha. Check. I already rightly went into kerchief. Forgot to take the Shankha. Or forgot the kerchief. Directly after Shankha went into flower. That doesn't happen. If a devotee knows why he is doing this. In fact, for every item to offer, there is a mantra to offer, and then the Lord accepts with the mantra. You please take this. Kindly accept this. So that means you are conversant with Bhakti Yoga. But still, your mind can be somewhere else. You are not having the bhava of devotional service. So, normally when we go for, puja classes, they will say 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 7 times. So when we are doing also, we are not thinking of Krishna. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is like gross performance of puja. You are not doing Arati to Krishna. You are doing 1, 2, 3 only. So then what happens? Then that mood has to come. That is not proper Arati. When the mood comes, you don't have to count also. Automatically the hand goes. Mood will come. When you take the flower to offer to the Lord, this flower I am offering to the Lord, He is going to accept flower from my hand. How you feel? This is what Prabhupada taught Jananivas Prabhu. Jananivas Prabhu told in a class. He never told anything else. 2, 3, 4, he never told. He told, when you take flower in the hand, you should know the Lord is going to accept flower from your hand. How you feel? You feel ecstatic. You feel so happy that the Lord is going. I'm going to offer this to the Lord. And I'm so fortunate the Lord is accepting from my hand. With this mood, you offer. You offer the bhoga. You offer the flower. You offer anything you offer to the Lord. Take darshan. I'm so fortunate to have darshan of the Lord today. With that mood, when you do, that becomes devotional service. That changes our attitude. That brings us more closer to Krishna. That is why he is mentioned Tivrena Bhakti Yogena. Very, very important line. Bhakti Yogena Tivrena Viraktya. While doing that, when you do Bhakti Yoga with that type of a mood, Tivra Bhakti when you do, then Virakti will automatically come. Virakti means detachment from material world. Will automatically manifest. You don't have to run behind Virakti. It will automatically come. Viraktyacha Nayed Vasham. This way Nayed Vasham. Bring it under control, the mind. So Tivrayana Bhakti Yogena is important. And also another important thing is, if you are getting attracted to something material, it is not the fault. It is not our fault. That is the nature of the mind. It's not only for one person, for everybody. Naturally, when something comes, very nice. We can appreciate, we get attached. But then that attachment should not bring you down to forget Krishna. Therefore, what you should do? Virakti you should develop. Okay, that's very good. Let me offer it to Krishna. That flower is very nice. How to get it? I will offer to Krishna. It will be nice if I offer to Krishna. Oh, that is very nice. Like that's what Madhavendra Puri desired. Madhavendra Puri thought, oh, this kheer is supposed to be very good, very famous. If I know how to make it, I can offer to my Gopal. So that was not considered to be. That is the mind's activity, getting attached. Wow, I should know. I should also get it. Condition said, people think I should get it to taste. But in liberated stage, he will think, I should know how to make it, I will offer to my Gopal. I make it and offer to Gopal. That is the difference. That is the difference between Bhakti Yoga and Tivra Bhakti Yoga. Very much serious Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is not a side business anymore. A method to live, a method for income, a method for something. Some people say, I don't want anything, I only want peace of mind. That also is a salary. If you want something, even peace of mind, that is also a salary only. So engagement in bhakti should be only for engaging in bhakti. Then it becomes, because there is a byproduct. The respect, peace of mind, all that automatically comes. But we are not concerned about it. We are concerned more about performing devotion service itself. This is called Tevra Bhakti Yoga. So this is a wonderful shloka by Kapila Muni. It's mentioned Vishwamitra, great yogi, he was able to control the mind to that extent. And even he fell prey for Janaka's beauty. So it is not meant for insulting Vishwamitra, Prabhupada is writing. No. That process is not sufficient. You are chanting Hare Krishna 16 rounds, not sufficient. You should have more attention to it. Add more attention to it. Performing devotional service to Krishna day in and day out, full time I am doing, not sufficient. Tivrena you should do. That's the meaning of it. Otherwise we get attracted easily by material world. Prabhupada is mentioning that's a basic principle of Bhakti Yoga. One must be firmly convinced of these three principles. What are the three principles? Remember that sloka in Bhagavad Gita? Thoroughly Bhagavad. Proprietor, he is the proprietor, he is the enjoyer, and he is the benefactor. Bhaktaram Vidyatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhudam Sarvabhudanam Yattvamam Shanti Vrichyati. I used to doubt actually so much, we have come to the material world because we envied Krishna. And how can we envy Krishna? We can envy another person who is on our level. We cannot envy a person who is Supreme Lord. How did enviousness came first place? What is that enviousness? What is the meaning of this enviousness? We don't know, we are just saying words. We are envious, I say. But the enviousness means we are trying to occupy that position of that person, is enviousness. If somebody is saying, there's a Pujari, there's one Pujari in charge, but somebody is saying, hey, forget Pujari, I will do puja for you. That means he is envious of that Pujari. Manager or whatever it is, cook, whatever service you are doing. Krishna is the proprietor, he is the enjoyer, he is the benefactor of all sacrifices. Sacrifice means all activities. Every activity is a sacrifice. You are putting in energy, you are spending your energy to do it, so it's a sacrifice. Sacrifice means you are offering swaha, that's sacrifice. You give some money to somebody, that is sacrifice. What you are supposed to enjoy, you are giving to that person. What is yours, you are giving to somebody else. That is sacrifice. So, here we are offering, somebody, he is Krishna is the real proprietor, but I am claiming I am the proprietor. That is because of enviousness. And he is the enjoyer, but I am thinking I am the enjoyer. He is the benefactor, but I am thinking I am the benefactor. By doing this puja, I will get this benefit. That's a benefactor. I am doing this homa so that I will get this benefit. So I am the benefactor. But for a devotee, Krishna is the proprietor. Everything belongs to Krishna, not me. I have just come in between somewhere and I am going to go back also. Nothing is going to be with me permanently. Proprietor is Krishna for everything. That's why in that song, Bhajo Hare Mana song, Govinda Das, he told. Whatever I think it is, Manasa Deha Geha Jo Kichumora. Arpilo Tumar Pade Nanda Kishora. Manasa, whatever I think, it is mine. Manasa, mind, my body, Geha, my house. Jo Kichumora. Whatever I think it belongs to me, I will offer everything to you, Krishna, because I am no more the proprietor. You are the proprietor. You are the enjoyer. Nothing is mine. That's a mood we should develop. That's the meaning of a devotee, bhakta. So Krishna is the proprietor. We should never claim proprietorship. Prabhupada is telling some people think, oh, I sponsor poor children for study. I sponsor so many people's food so that I will get some punya. That means benefactor. I will get the benefit of feeding these people. But mood should be, feeding is good. The mood should be that I am not doing instead of Krishna. I am doing it for Krishna's sake. I am doing it because Krishna has given me this, and that is directly gone to their service. This way Krishna will be happy. If you think so, that is devotional service. But if you advertise to yourself, I have done this, I have done this, I have done that, advertise to yourself, then what happens? You think you are the benefactor, you are the enjoyer, then you get stuck in that karma. Next life, you will become poor, and that poor child will sponsor you. The present poor child will become rich man, and you, the rich man, will become poor, and that rich man will serve you. He will give you money. He will give you the bhiksha. It becomes karmic. Action is same. So Prabhupada is telling you, make them Krishna conscious. What is the problem? Feed them prasadam. You want to give them food, give them prasadam. They will get connected to Krishna. You don't get connected to everything. You connect everybody to Krishna. That is your job. That way you are safe. You don't get any karma. So the moment I think I am the enjoyer, I am doing it, I am stuck. Karma-ashaya dantya. That's why you pray to Vishnudev, this karma-ashaya. Ashaya means idea. Karma-ashaya means the karma that came out of the idea that I am the proprietor. It's karma-ashaya. Dantya. Please immediately cut that karma-ashaya. The idea of proprietorship, the idea of the enjoyer, the idea of the benefactor, that we should cut. Then what happens? Then Krishna becomes enjoyer, Krishna becomes a proprietor, Krishna becomes the benefactor. Then we are safe. Once we did a homa, Nasim homa or something. One rich man wanted us to do. So when there itself I found something is wrong, anyway he wants to do, let us do the devotion service. Call the Shingadev here and do the homa. Finally the person who called me, that devotee who told me to do the homa here, that devotee knew there is a problem, but he did not tell me anything. And we did the homa, everything is finished, and then finally Sankalpa time came, and then the devotee came, brought the names, star everything. So please do Sankalpa for all of them. I said, no. Let them do themselves Sankalpa. I should not do their Sankalpa. I will do my Sankalpa, that let them be Krishna conscious. Let this process be beneficial for their spiritual progress. Let them be connected to Krishna. Let them be good devotees. That should be our prayer. But then they are giving a list. And that material that I sent to America should not come back. And that should not happen. This should not happen. That should happen. This big list is given. You please read all this and pray to Blessing and Devi story. That devotee is telling me. I said, I cannot do. Come on, we have done, we are spending so much money and doing second performance. I said, you read, Prabhu. You pray. I don't know. I am praying only for this. Then the devotee read the big list. Then the Sringadev and prayed. Then Homa is over, everything is over. In the night around 11 o'clock, there is a call. That devotee's wife is calling. He is having severe stomach pain. What to do? And he is taken to the hospital. Doctor told there is 8 stones. Urine, stone in urine. Suffering severe pain. Not able to do. I understood. Okay, this fellow has prayed for Those people who are not worthy of cannot ask all these material things. And you will be given responsibility. Immediately in my house, the Shingadev is there, Pavitra Mala was there. I took that Pavitra Mala and went there in the night. Put this Pavitra Mala. I told him, you remove this only when you go for passing water or something. Otherwise, you keep it. Lying down, no problem. You put this and lie down. Chant Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu and then lie down. When he put that, chant Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu, he slept nicely. And then in between, he wanted to pass urine. He removed it, again started saying severe pain. Immediately, he put it back. He is very afraid. So I said, whenever you are awake, you chant this. It will go. There is no stone, nothing. And the next day morning, the doctor came, checked it. You can go, no problem. Understood? It is only because of that karma, because he prayed for that man. Nothing is joke actually. Everything is having its own impact. So, after that, I thought you are simply making a show, but I understood. Here I will not, I will pray for Krishna conscious benefits only, not for any material benefits. It happens actually. Therefore, we should not think I am the benefactor. I will save him from this. Means you will be stuck. You will be stuck along with him, karmashya. The karma will be bound with that person and yourself, unnecessarily. And he is also suffering, you will also suffer. But if you pray for the spiritual benefit, you will also enjoy, you will also enjoy. So that is why we should not keep the consciousness very low all the time. Try to keep the consciousness high. Think of Krishna. You have some time, free time. If you have something to think, you have to, no problem, think about it. You have to study or you have to think of some work, some business, think about it, no problem. But the moment you feel you are free, next thing should not be looking for newspaper, looking for TV, looking for this, that. Next thing should be looking for chanting the holy name. Remember Krishna, chant the holy name. Or learn some slokas. Try to get more closer to that sloka. Prabhupada said, each sloka is a personality. If you know the meaning of it, you know that personality. Okay, this is what the sloka means. If you know the mood of that personality, you become close friend to that personality. We are supposed to know the mood of it. That's why we should not read the sloka alone or translation alone. We should read along with purport. So we will know the meaning, the mood, everything we will know. That person as such. Adeva Janishchittam Prasaktam Asadam Padi Bhakti Yogena Tivrena Viraktiacha Nayadvasha. Know that person. You know what he wants to say. You know the mood of that person. Entire purport. You learn. Very good. That's why we should read also. When we read Prabhupada's books, we should read. Okay, I would like to know. We are meeting slogan number 5, slogan number 6. We should not think it's slogan number alone. We are meeting another personality. Every day we are meeting one personality in Bhagavatam. We are understanding their mood. Then we become. That is why a person who knows Bhagavatam is a Bhagavata also. There's book Bhagavatam and person Bhagavatam. When a person gets to know the mood of Bhagavatam, that person becomes person Bhagavatam. Book Bhagavatam is always Bhagavatam. But person can be Bhagavata, cannot be Bhagavata. Depends on how much we are accepting, we are entering into it, the spirit of it. Any questions, comments?
Sometimes the body is weak, there is some like mind. It is like this, okay, I am praying like this, and weak for this. You know that one. Just if you like, do others, you
Actually, when a person tells the pujari in front of the deity itself is a prayer goes, Bhagavan Krishna knows everything, what he is praying. We can just offer it and then give it back. That's all. We are just doing the mediator job. Because he is not able to approach Krishna. He's saying, I have this prayer, please do pray. We don't have to go and pray. When he said itself, that has become a prayer. Krishna knows about it. You just offer it and give it back. Then the prayer will straight go to Krishna. In between, if you enter and spoil it, then that person's effect is also gone. And Krishna will not act also on that. Because two things are coming. It's mentioned, I don't know which area, which portion. The husband, there was a Homa, Putra Kamishti. Mahabharatam mein the. The husband was asking for a boy. And the wife was asking for a girl. But, then finally the result was the boy born of the mood of a girl, feeling of a girl. Eunuch, he became eunuch. So prayer should be together, should not be, different. Different prayers can bring to same person, same purpose. Ask, 10 people are asking, can be in 10 different ways. Then either Krishna will not, if all the 10 are pure devotees, Krishna will manifest everything together. It will be a big mess. And if nobody is a devotee, then Krishna will just keep quiet. Or he will answer the prayer of that person who is a devotee.
Like we are doing Homa at ISKCON.
Yeah.
So sitting together. That time we know everything we are doing this Homa for this temple.
Yeah.
Sitting there, everyone thinking this is for my I do this.
Yeah. People are thinking like that.
So that's why this is also problem for this.
Yeah. So what we do is according to their benefit, they will get the benefit according to their devotion, their thinking, their prayers. But we are doing the Homa for pleasing the Lord. So that the temple will come up nicely without any problem. That's what we are doing it. Vyasa Puja Day also I heard many people praying. Me and my family should become devotee. Hare Krishna. My children should take initiation from Guru Maharaj. I think people are, so much attracted to or their own thinking, their own kind of overwhelmed by desires. So Krishna will deal accordingly. But a devotee will feel that, okay, there should be a big congregation of devotees. Lot of people should become devotees. 24-hour Kirtan. I was praying to Guru Maharaj that by next year Vyasa Puja, 24-hour Kirtan we should be able to perform in the temple hall. So many devotees should be there. So those things if you pray, then Krishna will look at you. Hey, okay. That's a real prayer. I want this, I want that. I should be, I should go to the next level position. Please make me that person who is enjoying life. That means it is cheap. Our consciousness is totally contaminated. How? Anything is developed by practice only. Getting up early in the morning is such a difficult job. But you practice it, it's possible, right? One day it's possible for you to get up. Otherwise, normally for a person to get up early morning 3:30, what you are going to do? One life member was asking me. We get up at 3:30, 4:15 is a Mangala thing. Will you get up at the midnight? He was asking. It's not midnight, it is early morning. But for him it is midnight, 3:30 in the morning. Practice brings that when you practice, automatically it becomes harder. That is why sadhana bhakti we are doing. We do sadhana bhakti properly, a day will come, surely. If you sincerely do sadhana bhakti, surely a day come, we become accustomed to it. We start thinking Krishna is the proprietor, Krishna is the enjoyer, Krishna is the benefactor. It comes automatically. Even in dream it comes like that. That is practice. Practice in association with devotees. Then that only gives a lot of impetus to progress.
Also, if two, three devotees are there in a family, and each has a different mood or each is desiring something,
That is a problem. Lord will keep quiet. Okay, each one of you want each different things. How can I keep? One person want fire, another person want water. How can you put it together? There will be no fire. So what we should, that is why we should also preach inside the house. We should get together, develop that mood with people whom you are living with. Slowly you should actually convince them. This is how we should pray. You should teach them, make them understand. Don't kanna pinna, you don't speak, pray for anything and everything, and nothing will happen. Lord will keep quiet. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Mura Premanande.